this thing on? Test, test. 1, 2, 3, test. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am currently cramped into my closet so that the audio for this isn't terrible. And I'm recording the first video that I've recorded in a very long time, which is going to be a tour of the Luvstar Discord, fan Discord, Minecraft SMP. Talk about a mouthful. I think we need to find a way to trim that down a little. Maybe we'll come up with an acronym this video. Anyhow, if you have questions while you're watching this, presumably on YouTube, such as, what is the Luvstar fan Discord beta SMP server? Well, those will probably be answered throughout the video, since I don't really plan on cutting this, and so there's going to be a lot of walking that we should probably start on sooner than later. So let's kind of speed run this area here, which is basically spawn. I think technically spawn is like about there, and there's a story for that when we get to it. But this is the spawn area with a little member board here. We've got Kepler, who started the server, and then Phobia is basically like the main admin, in addition to Kepler. And then there's me, Stinger. I just am me. I don't really do anything important on here, and a whole bunch of other very cool people. What's really cool is this server was started, I don't know, almost a month ago now. But within like the last week or two, we've actually had a lot more people join. So like I would say these last few people here are actually pretty new, which is cool. And they've been very active. So anyhow, we've got a little mine shaft here. I don't think there's anything cool down there. I don't know. There's been a long time since I last checked, but a little hut here in case someone new comes on and it's nighttime so they don't die. And then this is my contribution to the spawn area. This is the bounty board. And my thought process on this was, nobody wants to add an economy. I don't want to add an economy. I don't want to add a shopping district to the server, because the problem is you make your whole shop and you get it stocked and then nobody buys anything because nobody needs anything that you're selling. So what I thought is, why don't we put the power in the hands of the buyers and have them request things and put up diamonds up front so that the sellers know that they have a guaranteed sale, right? Makes sense. Barely anybody has used it. People are trying to use it for slime, because slime is very hard to find. We have found some, and that's the infuriating part. Me and I think maybe Yellow as well, we found slime, but they won't spawn anymore in the chunks where we saw them spawn the first time. It truly boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. So if anybody joins this server, make a slime farm. That's my advice. So we've got a lot of stuff in this direction, and we've got a lot of stuff in this direction. And I'm very biased, but I'm going to go this direction first, because this is the direction that I went in when I first joined the server. So what you may notice here as we go down is that, well, hold on, someone's base is right below spawn, and that would be Phobia, aka Ket. And it looks like she has some mail here, so I guess, you know what, I'm nosy. Whoa, hey, that's nice. A magical delivery from the Mahodu. Probably didn't say that right. And oh yes, a very small neighbor gift from Ale. I got one of these as well, and then I gave him back a very small neighbor gift in return. That was very nice of you, Ale. Thank you. I'm not sure if I said thank you yet, but Well, I guess if you watch this video, then you'll know. So yeah, this is Phobia's base, once again, which is like underneath spawn. Pretty cool. She's got a library in here. And as you'll see, very, very obsessed with crash slabs. And speaking of slabs, the reason that this whole library has not burnt down yet is because these are actually wooden slabs, which in beta... Oh yeah, I forgot to address that. In case anybody hasn't noticed, this is version Minecraft version beta 1.7.3. I kind of felt like that went without saying. Yeah, in beta, wooden slabs have the properties of stone slabs, which means you have to mine them with a pick. Wait, what the heck? Oh, that might... Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That one's too far away. Yeah, there we go. And they're not flammable, so it doesn't burn down. You can put them next to your fireplace. I actually didn't know that until she showed me. And this is the storage room here, and bedroom, little balcony here. Wonder who built that. Anyway, so let's continue on down. All right, and then just kind of like a community garden here, community tree farm. I'm guessing this is a community sugarcane farm. I haven't really used it. I surprisingly have not needed a lot of bookshelves yet. And then this is, so this is Kepler's base, and you see everybody here coming to leave their exorbitant compliments for the masterful piece of architecture that is this. It's truly without peer. So, actually, I was looking in here the other day, and well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not gonna dwell on this space too much because it's a little empty on the inside. But what I will say is I hate this floor because it's one slab high. So anything you place on it is going to be floating. This is the, like, I mean, I think people, it's an acquired taste, the exterior. But the one thing that I really actually do hate about it has to be this. No, I don't stand for that. Anyway, good, wallpaper in here and everything, and kind of still just a little bit of a starter setup here, which is fine. The server isn't super old yet, but let's continue down here on this road, and then another one of the first bases that was made is Confused's base. Humble abode, and this is actually this date here, 23rd of August, is I think one day after the server opened. And he has a little private farm there, little jack-o'-lantern, and then yeah, these two Ale and Violetta have been giving everybody mail recently. Everybody has mail, so I'm guessing it's all going to be roughly the same stuff we saw earlier. So, yeah, and here, he really likes his carpets, which I can appreciate. He's a purveyor of fine rugs. And what I really appreciate is that, look at that attention to detail. So many so-called Minecraft beta aficionados on YouTube.com I have seen with flower pots inside their houses with dirt instead of grass, and it really grinds my gears. That to me is a lack of attention to detail that Confused, he puts the work in, and you can see that right there. I appreciate that a lot. Little bedroom here. Ooh, looks like the dog got to that one. And then I surprised myself with how straight of a face I said that. I I almost I almost managed to not laugh at my own joke. I can yeah, storage room with some very nice mossy cobble. I haven't really incorporated this. I kind of forgot that I actually have a lot of that. I need to incorporate this more into my base. Anyway, I won't look in every chest. I'm sorry if anybody else is like me and wants me to look in every chest. I go around to everyone's base and I just look in their storage rooms. I never take anything. I just like knowing. I feel like this right here. Hold on. No, give me a second. Yeah, one more. I feel like this right here is a window into a person's soul. And it's getting nighttime, so I'm gonna do something not too creepy and sleep in his bed real quick. And now it's morning. So yeah, there are never enough torches. I firmly agree with this sentiment. And the last server we had, there were definitely not enough torches. I'll say that much. So yeah, especially in beta now that we're playing this version, there are never enough torches. And I know I said I would expand on who we is and everything, but I think I'll save that for the return journey, because we're gonna have to go way over there and then all the way back and beyond. So don't worry. Don't worry, you'll get all the lore in good time. Oh, we skipped someone. We almost skipped someone. Hold on, put it in reverse. Oh, also this, oh my god, I'm gonna get so distracted. This is gonna be an hour long. Yeah, yellow kind of taking a little sabbatical here. But he made this room, which lore drop. We have like this. I don't know who set it up or how they set it up, but it's really cool. It's like a website with the IP of the server that has a map of the server that is dynamic and updates in real time. And one of the maps is like an isometric map. You can't use it to make those like pretty screenshots, but it's like kind of cheating because it like shows you caves and stuff. And I found this on the map, and I was like, what is this? Because it wasn't like, it didn't look like this. It just looked like all you could see was like the color blue in that area was a different color to indicate that it was like empty in here, under this hill. And yeah, yellow made a giant community storage, and I feel really bad because I don't think anybody's ever used it. I'm so sorry, yellow. And a little meeting room here with some cake. It's always lovely. I think yellow was kind of pranking us earlier when the server started. He kept making cakes, and supposedly, ostensibly they were gifts, but he would like put them right in front of your door, like on that block, so you couldn't get into the door anymore. So anyway, here we are. Oh, bless you. Anyway, I think this is golly, I'm already like losing my voice. I'm not used to speaking this much. I think this is Mekru's base. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Oh my god, I'm doing the chest thing again. And this is pretty cool. A little bit of a sky bridge here. And he's set up shop right next to the tree farm. So that's pretty convenient access to resources. I think he's working on a little staircase up here. And yeah, pretty cool starter base. As you can see, I have a custom texture pack with the beta 1.6 and older cobblestone. Excuse me. And the pocket edition roses, which is cool. I think oh god. Yeah, I think Phobius, aka Ket, made that for me. If I'm misremembering that and someone else made it for me, I feel really bad. But yeah, I think she was the one who made that texture pack for me. And I really like how the game looks now. Coming back down the hill, we have this, which I think... I don't know what else it could be. I'm pretty sure this is the future site of a community library. So that's probably going to be putting the sugarcane farm to good use. Then over here we have Ale's base. And, what's this? Feeling lucky. Maybe someone casted a spell for who? What? Bread. Well, I'm glad I looked at that one. That's a little misleading. You got a little more than bread in there. Okay. And what's in here? Okay, cool. So yeah, there's Ale's base. He gave me a neighborly gift the other day, and I gave him a neighborly gift back. That was very nice of you. And he's got a little private wheat farm back there. Hopefully he can use that to actually get the bread chest filled. Huh? Maybe that'd be a good idea. Anyway, coming around here, we have some absolute egotist has taken it upon themselves to build a giant mansion in the middle of this field for no reason. Just some absolute mothball logged onto the server one day and said, you know what, I'm going to make my base 30 times bigger than anything around. And that person has a gift from the Mahodu. Okay, well, thank you, because I am this person. So yeah, this base, well, I don't know. I don't like calling it a base. It's a house. This house, the Savannah Mansion, was started by me on this day, which is the day the server started. Although that's a little... I mean, I didn't place this sign on the day the server started. I think all the work I actually did on that first day, was just, like, this layer of cobblestone. Anyway, yeah, a lot of people, when they see this, the first thing they ask is, why? Why did you build this? And the answer is to prove to myself that I could. Because in general, and I mean, if this is your first impression, I mean, you're not going to believe this, but I have always been, when it comes to art, let's say art, I always think small. I'm every time I've tried to learn or improve at drawing, I feel like a lot of the time it's a very common occurrence for me to make a drawing that I really like, but it's all crammed into the corner of the paper. It's not even taking up half the page, right? And whenever I build bases in Minecraft, I set these arbitrary tiny little limits. I'm how big should I make my house? Oh, I don't know, 15 by 9 blocks for the walls. And then I immediately run out of space, and I'm oh, who could have seen this coming? So I just set an arbitrarily massive goal for this, and so far it's been pretty good. The first floor, let's come over here. No, let's come over here. I built this first. This is the first thing I built. Little dining area, but with 2 tables, so it kind of looks like a cafeteria, which is funny. Instead of it doesn't look like the dining room of the mansion, because you expect that to be one big table. So maybe this is the breakfast nook. You haven't seen the real dining area yet. And the kitchen here, got some refrigerators, some places to put stuff, but you can't put stuff because these are on the bottom of the top block, because you cannot put them on the top of the bottom block yet in beta. And we'll look in my chests now. I got some meat, whole lot of meat, and some bread, and some crafting tables, and some furnaces, refrigerators, everything. This is my storage room, which is definitely not inspired by phobia whatsoever, with the leaves right here. And then here, the hardest part of building this was, oh my god, is it raining? Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut now, and I don't want to have to edit. Oh, great. Oh, okay. Anyway, well, it's a good thing we're inside right now. So the hardest part of building this was getting all the glowstone. This mansion requires so much, like stacks on stacks on stacks. I don't know how many stacks, probably like 10 stacks of glowstone. Is that an exaggeration? That actually might be pretty close. Like 8 to 10 stacks of glowstone. And the nether is very hostile because bows, as you may know in beta, are machine guns. Let me get this. Hold on. I gotta show this in case anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But they don't go very far. So you can't really shoot ghasts. And armor also isn't very effective in this version. So you pretty much just get like 2-shot the second a ghast finds you in the nether. And the problem is, by the time I got like all of the easy to get glowstone, I wasn't done yet. Because if you look up here, like I had this level, and I had this level, and I had this level, but I didn't have this level. And I was dying, and it was frustrating, and I was dreading getting this. And then Mech Crew joined the server and got it all for me. So thank you so much to you, sir, because like we were on one day, and we were just hanging out, talking, whatever. I go AFK. Like the last thing we talked about was the fact that I needed a bunch of glowstone. He was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I could help you with that." I went AFK for like 30 minutes or an hour and came back, and I was like, "Where are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm in the nether, getting glowstone for you." And I was like, "What? You're still working on that for me? That's so nice. Oh my god." Yeah. So over here. Anyway, back to the tour. Lore time's over. Tour time resume. We have the. Definitely not that. We have the rainbow room, which is a room with a bunch of rainbows in it, because I made the mansion really big, and I'm very much struggling on figuring out what I want to put in it. So I'm already just doing random stuff like this, where I'm like, what if I just put a bunch of wool in here? And yeah, a little lore bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 7 colors in a rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And then these are just here because I had 4 things left, and I was like, oh, there's 4 monochrome colors. We'll just fill that out instead of doing a crappy little half segment. Yeah, people try to argue that indigo is not a color. Indigo is a color, okay? And they're like, well, but Isaac Newton said that he actually just made indigo ups because he wanted there to be 7 colors, because he wanted there to be 7 colors. Uh-huh. Yeah, he did do that. You want to know which other color he made up? Orange. Okay? Orange. Here's the thing. Here's my whole stance on this argument. If you want to say that indigo isn't a color, guess what? Neither is orange. Okay? And you have to live with that. Anybody who draws a rainbow with 6 colors actually has to draw it with 5. Because orange isn't a color either. Okay? By your logic. Not by my logic. See, here's the thing. I'm a reasonable person. I believe in orange. Do you? All right, that's the question of the video. Anyway, oh yeah, there's only one pressure plate here because double doors don't work in beta. If you put 2 pressure plates here, then it gets really screwy. And then we have just some paintings. I don't know what to put here, like where my cursor's pointing. It's kind of just empty. I know it's just empty. Listen guys, I'm running out of ideas already. But over here's a little indoor garden. This definitely isn't just copy and pasted from in front of the mansion. We have Spore Falls. Oh god, the rain is so loud. And yeah, this is just a little garden here with some wheat. It has fences, don't worry. We build things to code here at the Savannah Mansion. And yeah, little jack-o'-lantern and sugarcane and basically just every possible block in beta. This is like you're looking at all of them. I just used the whole palette. That's pretty much what everybody does, I've noticed, when they build little gardens in beta. It's kind of cute. Oh, I hope my voice doesn't sound too bad. I'm really not practiced at this sort of stuff. I'm like out of breath from talking. Oh, I would never talk. Guys, I'm such an introvert in my day-to-day life. I've done like a year's worth of talking already in this video. Oh boy, it's going to be like 3 hours long as well. I'm going to have to do cuts. I can't though. I've been talking the whole time. Oh, it's such a big server. Anyway, this is my room. And I just have like a entrance area because the thing after this, I didn't really think this through, is the bathroom with a little jacuzzi. And what I noticed when I put the garden in is I was like, wait a minute, this corner is the same corner as the jacuzzi. So I should just make a little secret entrance there. Well, it's not secret anymore. I've shown everybody who comes to my house, I show them this because I'm so proud of it, even though it's really stupid and low effort. But yeah. Anyway, and here's my bedroom. Very much like my bedroom in real life. It has just a bed in it, and then like some like train tracks on the floor, because I love trains. Yeah, I guess we can sleep. Maybe that'll clear the rain faster. I don't know if it does, though, because we have this weird sleeping mod, because we need one person sleep. Oh, that's a story. The first day of the server, we did not have one person sleep, and there was not a lot of building and a whole lot of dying, and a whole lot of who isn't in a bed yet in chat, desperately trying to sleep. This is just a room that doesn't have anything in it. I won't even go in that. That's a room that doesn't have anything in it. There's going to be a lot of those. Okay, spoiler alert. Everything up here has nothing in it. And yeah, over here, got some paintings. You know, it's a little annoying to build with paintings in beta because as soon as you put a painting down, everybody just goes like, "What? Where's the secret? Where's the secret entrance? Guys, they put a painting down. There has to be a secret. There has to be a secret." So I would definitely not recommend looking for any secrets in this room. Don't look for it. There's nothing behind this painting. I promise. And there's definitely not going to be any secrets in any other paintings, okay? That's an overused trick, and I'm not going to do it. Okay, it's still raining. Hold on, can I... Dang. Oh, wait, did it work? I think it worked. Or was that a coincidence? Okay, I'm going to turn sound back on now. Okay, anyway, back this way. We have 2 people. We have Dumpster Jumper. And shortening their name is really awkward because I like them a lot. I like them a lot, but I don't want to call a person I really like dumpster. So I don't know. Should I call them? I mean, why am I asking the audience? I should just ask them directly. But like I've said, oh hey dumpster, how's it going? And they've, just been like, oh hey, how's it going? Like they didn't correct me or anything. So I'm assuming that's kind of what they're expecting. But it just feels really weird. Anyway, dumpster jumps doggy daycare. The reason it's called a doggy daycare and not an awesome castle is because someone put a dog in it. It was like sitting right here, and there was a sign that said, hey, look after my dog. But it didn't say who the owner was. And to this day, I don't think anybody knows who put that dog there. So yeah, this is the designated doggy daycare now. And we're really gonna have to speed the tour along now. I'm sorry, but I'm realizing that like if I look in every single room, we're gonna be here for like 4 hours. So, yeah, this is a castle. It's my neighbor. It's basically, well, here's the thing. All those little bases over here, like Mekru's base and Ale's base, like were just added a couple days ago. So for the longest time, this has basically been, even though it's super far away, this has basically been like my next door neighbor. And I like it a lot. So let's go over here. This is Yellow's base. This is Yellow's second base. His first base was like 500 blocks away from spawn, and I am not going to walk there. Sorry. But this is his second base. Huge sugarcane farm, and a boat. And the first time I came here, I had no idea how to get in. It was really dumb. I swam around the whole thing looking for how to get in. And it's right in the front. I should have just looked here first. The water was bothering me, so I fixed it for you. Oh, well, that was very nice of you, Ken. And yeah, it's a boat made by Yellow. I think it's made by Yellow. I don't know. He's the only one who hangs out over here. I'm assuming it's his. Oh, my voice is getting so tired already. How do YouTubers do this? Okay. Well, I promised you we would talk about the server on the walk back. Actually, we don't have to walk all the way back. Ka-chow. Yep, we have teleportation, but the only place that I've set up how to teleport to is my house, and I don't remember how to set up other places, and I'm too embarrassed to ask. So this could be a lot faster, but I'm stupid. Anyway, this is not... Oh yeah, I should probably tell you who Luvstar is. Luvstar is a YouTuber who make YouTube videos on youtube.com about Minecraft. And they don't like Discord because they've had bad experiences with it in the past. But a bunch of their fans, of which I am one, have made a fan-run Discord server, and then some people on the fan-run Discord server have made this Minecraft server. Now, this is actually not the first Minecraft server we've made. The first one we made was a realm that was on just current version. And that was pretty cool, but between you and me, I kind of like this better so far. I'm having a little more fun on beta. Just gotta be blunt there. Not that I think beta is better inherently. There are pros and cons, because every time I play beta, I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. And then I go back to the current version with my elytra and my insta-mining shovel, and I'm like, oh, how do I even live without this? It's a lot better. You can build better things and more interesting things with more redstone to build with, more interesting block palette. Anyway, why am I bouncing around this? This is my survival shack that I made the first day when we were all trying to figure out how to sleep. And it literally took like Dude, it literally took like an hour for us to sleep one time. It was so pitiful, and I'm so glad that Ket installed the one player sleep mod. Yeah, see, look at this. Proof that we have slime on the server, but we just can't find any more. So this is the Phobia Corp Quarry project, established on that day, and not responsible for damages/death for some reason. I think they are. Any lawyers watching? Anyway, this is just a big hole that she dug, and I didn't even notice this until I got the new texture pack with the super contrasty cobblestone. But there's a little sneaky little Evo symbol, watcher symbol. I'm not super up to date on the Grian lore, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We had a little conversation about past life and the life series the other day, and I think it was while she was building this, but I just didn't notice. And then, and then, like days later, I walked by and I was like, "Whoa, what's that?" So yeah, that's kind of neat. And here's the Phobia Corp corporate office. Hopefully, I can get a job in here, maybe as like an internal auditor or something. I'm going to school right now to be an accountant. That's what I just got home from. My schedule is so screwed up. Very, very fucky wucky. I got home at like 11 p.m. It's currently 1:30 a.m. And like everybody was already asleep by the time I even got back. It's something. It's something, all right. We were talking about. Oh, who am I kidding? You people don't care about this. I don't care about this. Let's get on with the tour so we can go to sleep. Okay, so here's the witch activity. Yeah, in case anybody remembers from like 5 hours ago when we started at spawn and there was a sign that said there's been witch sightings. I have a hunch that it has something to do with all this wool in the floor. All this multicolored wool in the floor. And yeah, what's even stranger than the wool on the floor is that. Look at that! I wish I was recording the other day when I came down here for the first time. Okay, hold on. Millie Home in Okay, I don't know who Millie is, but I'm scared for them. Yeah, I came down here the other day. All the trees are upside down. What is happening over here? Violetta said that they were just going to make a cute little bakery, and then all of a sudden, there's bewitched activity. What is going on? What is this? What is this? Anyway, this is their bakery. Hold on. Oh God. They need to tell me how to pronounce this because I don't know. Anyway, this is where I get to flex a little bit. Flex my exorbitant wealth on the server, which is not as much as people think it is. I think I have like less than 20 diamonds to my name right now. I literally have like 15 diamonds on hand because this is... Hold on, don't worry. We'll get to your bakery in a second. Actually, I don't know what that is. We're gonna have to go over there. I've never noticed that before. Anyway, a little bit of lore on the server before this server. I like grinded so much for no reason. I mined and like got perfect enchanted gear and then kept mining until I got like a stack of diamond blocks. And then I proceeded to do absolutely nothing with them. And just thinking back on that experience with that server has shaped a lot of my philosophy with this server, where now I'm no grind, all build. Okay? I don't know how long you think it took me to build that mansion, but it was way less than you think it was. Because the walls are sandstone, so I mined that pretty easily, actually. especially because you can just mine sand with torches. Oh crap! I didn't explain the flower boxes. Well, I guess we'll get the flower box tour if I ever do a second tour. Anyway, so yeah, the building was super quick, and then I have really not done any superfluous amounts of mining on the server. But what I was about to say with my flexing here, Violetta was on here, and they were building this, and they were talking, and they were like, "Yeah, I need a lot of wool. If anybody would like to help me with that," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I could help with that." And then they were like, "Well, it'll probably be like at least 3 stacks." And they were like, "Yeah, so it'll be so much. You don't have to worry about it." And I think they assumed that like I was just gonna like not help them, once I understood how monumental of a commitment it would be. But at the time they said that, I already had like 5 stacks of white wool in my chests. So I just brought it over and plunked the chest down here and was like, "From Stinger, you're welcome." And they were like, "Wait, what the hell? You actually have that much?" And then I sold them even more after that. So anyway, we can go in here. We can look at the menu. I don't know about you guys. I've never heard of salted bread before. Or gluten vegan. What's a gluten vegan? I'll have to buy that, and I'm sorry, that's so unfunny. Someone else already made that joke in the Discord. Uh, I just straight up stole that. Anyway, it looks like we have one more house to get to before we sign this off. I thought this was going to be the last one. Oh, God, I gotta walk all the way over here now. Oh, Christ. Okay. Looks like they've been doing some pretty good land management here with all the trees. That's nice. That's nice. Whose base is this? Is this just Violetta's base? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Oh. Well, I bet it's not, because... Okay, this is Toast's house. I don't know who Toast is. I'm sorry. They must be new here. Little sneaky shaft up to the top. And let's see what's in their chests. Should we leave them something? Here, you know what? I'm going to leave them something. There, you can have that. And, a little mine shaft here, maybe? No? Oh, yeah, down here. Okay, cool. Well, I hope anybody learned anything from this. I certainly didn't. This has gone on way too long, and I'm very eepy, and now I'm going to go to bed. This is the outro. Good night.